Hello everyone, welcome back to Where in the World is Juliet? Okay, I took Under the Ears and I turned that into a CAG News Network. If we can get me to 1,000 subscribers, we can go back to my normal format where we talk about this stuff together, right? Okay, anyway, uh, I am, I'm still disgusted about all the things that are going on, but I'm also seeing a lot of things that are playing out. Good alert, thank you. She's been very forceful lately. Oh, she just kills me. All right, anyway, uh, I'm thinking, I'm okay. The things I'm about to say, I cannot prove. Okay, I mean, and I try and let you know when I know and when I think, and this is some of the stuff that I think may be coming and playing out. I don't necessarily know I'm right. That's why I have several different directions. Okay, so one, hearing a lot of information from people that were parts of these electoral college votes in different places, and apparently all the numbers that are being claimed for President-elect Joe Biden may be different. Okay, we won't know until they get unsealed before Congress on the 6th of January. I'm seeing a lot of chatter about something, I don't know what, something playing out over the next few days. Hoping that's maybe more disclosure about the laptop with all that information. I also know, the potential of the Insurrection Act, the executive order on foreign interference. I don't know about you guys. I am all emotional today. I mean, I woke up emotional. Now, I don't mean that in a negative way. If you start seeing a tear or two, it's like I'm being overwhelmed with positive. It's the way the waves of emotion that I'm getting now are all positive. And I mean I've had felt something like this before, but usually it's a one-off or it's for a few minutes. Yeah, this is sustaining a little bit, and I've been hit with some medical stuff again this week, and it's just been kind of like a rough ride, right? And we've talked about it. It's a roller coaster. But I know I'm on the roller coaster, right? And so many people don't know they're on the roller coaster. And my heart breaks for them and what they're about to go through. Please do the best you can no matter what. To be forgiving, and it's the wrong word because it's not. I mean, it is what I mean, but it's not what I mean. These people have been controlled by all of this propaganda and by the propaganda that had, by the same people who took down my channel and the same people that I've been fighting, and mine is small scale, right? Because it's a little county government as opposed to something federal. But I met the average population, they have no idea of what we've been talking about, known, and watched for 3 years. Like an example is, and this is a praise God moment, and I'm going to explain what this meant. The president basically signed an executive order yesterday reducing more regulations and licensure. So I'm going to explain that. And I'm going to explain it from my own personal experience. So, I had become a mortgage broker. I was pretty young. I became a mortgage broker and I started getting all of these different banks that I could bring them loans and, and I would process the loan and I would make the money. Okay. And they would get the loan, right? So I had my mortgage brokerage business. Well, no, my mortgage business. Then they decided that in order to have the banks, right, and I had to have a mortgage brokerage firm, right? So now that's his. Now, mind you, my first mortgage broker's license was like $150. Okay. Now they doubled my mortgage broker's license. Now it's like $3. And I'm not giving, this is 30, 40 years ago, so I don't remember everything time wise. And so I'm going to just give examples. And so it went from like $150 to $300 for a mortgage broker's. But now the mortgage brokerage firm, it's a $500 license, right? And I'm like, okay, because what I was trying to do was set up a business where I could put mortgages on homes and people could invest in those mortgages, right? And so I would send them their payment every month from the company, and I got a fee, like a percent off everything, was my fee to manage it, right? And it would work out really well in a very quick period of time. Those little 1% add up. Anyway, so, but now you weren't allowed to do the collecting the money or funding the mortgages in that way unless you had a mortgage banking business. Well, the license for the mortgage banking business is now $1,000, right? And you also had to have $1 million bond, which means you had to have a net worth of $1 million or more. Well, nailed me. I how could I do that? I didn't have that, right? So if you looked at this, and it, like, not only did it go from 150 to the $1,000, but I still got to pay. Now I got to pay the $300 for the initial loan. I mean, the initial license. Then I have to pay the $500 for the mortgage banking license. Then I have to pay the $1,000. So we went from like $150,000 a year in cost just on the licensing fee, right? Just on that doesn't count the license you have to carry now for the county and the state, right? And the president just removed a lot of those requirement for the licensure to go up the chain that way. That was really designed to keep people like you and me out of that level of the market. God, I gotta love this president. And I'm so sorry for the people who don't see it. But when they do, they're going to be very broken when they realize they've been lied to, especially the level to which they've been lied to. It's not like, they took a cookie. They enslaved humanity. And when these people realize this, and they realize that they've been defending CNN and the propaganda media, and I mean CNN, Fox, MSNBC. I don't want anybody to think this is partisan, because it's not. There are absolute scumbag Republicans. There are absolutely decent Democrats. I know there are. Right? I've known some of these people in my lifetime, so it's not like I can't say that I don't know people who have been Democrats, who have run for office, who are not good people. This is good versus evil, right? It's not a color. It's not socioeconomic, although that's been part of the war, has been economic against us, right? See, we were just allowed to stay on the wheel and run faster and harder to try and maintain our space. And and Trump came along. And I don't think he's the end-all, be-all of all this, because it's truly God. I can't think of another man that would have been able to endure. It has to be God's intervention. So it'll be okay. There are several different paths. We have the Electoral College. We have the Insurrection Act. We have the Executive Order on Foreign Interference. There's still a couple more cases out there, but apparently the courts don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. So I've heard some stories out of the screaming match that apparently went on at SCOTUS. So we'll have to see, and have courage and have faith and start envisioning the better world. I'm really trying to do that. I have a house I want to, a property I want to be on. It's kind of the ultimate for me, right? And I would love it. And so I'm envisioning being there and what I would do and the furniture and what I would do with the yard and what I would change with the, I'm envisioning a world where I'm going to see how I'm going to start crying. It's all good stuff, right? A world where we're really free, where all these regulations that have been designed to squash us are gone. See? What'll happen? And the truth is, it's not just here in the United States either. Because what I'm seeing happening isn't for here, it's for humanity. So, remember all those, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been referring to this as childbirth. It's ugly, it's painful, it's brutal, it's messy. And at the end, you get the most glorious gift and you don't remember the other parts really. So keep that in mind. Instead of envisioning the riots, envision people peacefully accepting what's happening. And we're going to get there, okay? We're going to get there. We'll all get there together, and it'll be okay. And we're all going to be on a legit level playing field, which none of us have ever seen or experienced before. And I'm really looking forward to doing that with you guys. Have a great day. Also, I'm going to advise you of something. Right now, I am so open to everything that's coming with my spirit, right? That I keep having these paths, opportunities laid before me like, hey, you could do this, right? And I go and I look at it and I go, God, I could really do that. Something that I thought impossible before. And then I get an idea for something else. And so I'm running. And so I'm kind of running with all the ideas because I don't know which one I'm going to go down. And maybe I go down them all. I don't know. But start envisioning the better world. Start envisioning where things are going. Start envisioning President Trump's second term. Because all of these all of these things collectively together make a difference. God bless you. God bless the president. God bless this country. Praise God for what I see going on. Have a great day.